Okay, well, last time we looked at a child at risk. We know by now who a child is at risk. And until finally, we looked at the risk factors. I gave you 4 of them. Much of the work is supposed to be done by you. Go find out. Now, having reached there, we have seen how a child can be affected, how she or he can be at a risk. Now, we are looking for a solution. We are looking for a solution that can be given, or that can be given to that child, or how can we bail that particular child out of the mess, out of a risk. So our assignment will be that one. And again, the notes which I'm going to give you, or the stuff which I'm going to give you, will enable you to know how you can handle a situation which can put a child at a risk. And one of these is guidance and counseling. It's guidance and counseling. So we'll be looking much on guidance and counseling. They go concurrently, guidance and counseling. I will maybe first of all start with the counseling. Counseling. It's not a new word to you. You've heard so many times about counseling. We just brainstorm. When you hear about the word counseling, what comes up in your mind? Counseling.
So, maybe advising someone in some situation, like giving ideas for a way out.
Giving ideas to someone as a way of bailing that particular person out from the trouble or from mess. Who else? Counseling. Nobody wants to contribute? Counseling. Okay, let us understand the word counseling. Let me first of all define what counseling really means. Counseling, in a simple term, can be defined as follows. It's a mutual relationship between a counselor and a client. A counselor and a client. And this definition has been given by UNESCO, 2002. UNESCO, 2002. Mutual relationship between a counselor and a client. Who is a counselor? You've heard about a counselor definition. Who is a counselor? A counselor is a professionally trained helper. A professionally trained helper, that is to say, someone who is there to help a person who is in trouble. That's a counselor. A professionally trained helper. That's a counselor. So who is this counselor? Counselor is somebody who has come to provide assistance to someone with a problem. And what about a counselor? A counselor, no, excuse me. No, you can use your common sense. I've finished looking at the counselor, slip of the tongue. Now I'm on a client. I'm talking about a client, slip of the tongue. A client is someone who is in trouble and needs counseling service. Let me take you back to a child at risk. Can you give me an example of a child at risk? We want to marry the two. Someone who is at a risk, a child who is at a risk, and the counselor. We want to marry the two. We want to join the two. Example of a child at risk.
Let me try.
Yes, I want you people to try.
Example?
Yes, that's an example.
A child who is staying with an uncle, and it's being lived frequently because it's been provided for her to stay in the house.
Yeah, okay, fine. That's a very good example. Now, if we are to go by the definition, Tabitha, can you leave your phone far away from you? Put it far away from you. I've told your friends to take their phone far away from you. Put your phone far away from you. Don't touch it again. Okay, so a girl who's been raped by an uncle, in order for her to be given a refuge or to be accommodated in the house, she stays there. And the uncle tells the niece, if you want me to take good care of you, you're supposed to do A, B, C, D. Every day, on a daily basis. Now, the child can't do otherwise. She accepts what the uncle is doing. Now, if we are to look at the definition, which I've just given you, it's saying it's a mutual relationship between a counselor and a client. Who is the client in this situation? A child who's been raped by an uncle. So you people probably, let me put you in the shoe of a counselor. You are counselors. So this child comes to you. She's seeking assistance from you. If we have to go by the example, the definition which I've just given you, you are there to provide assistance, to counsel this particular child. I don't know if I'm making myself clear. So that's the meaning of the definition, and is in line with a child at risk. A counselor is a professional trained helper. We are training you here. Maybe in some day you become counselors, professional counselors. Okay, we are continuing on counseling. Counseling is a learning-oriented process. Learning-oriented process is a process. It's a learning-oriented process which occurs or happens usually in an interactive relationship. A learning-oriented process. Someone is learning. It's a process. In that process, when counseling is happening, it's not a one-day thing. It could take some days, months, who knows? It depends on the situation or the problem which somebody has who seeks counseling service. So it's a process. And in the course of that process, it means someone with a problem is learning something. So that's why they're saying counseling is a learning-oriented process. Who is learning? Let us go back to that example of a raped girl. There is a counselor and a raped girl. Who is learning in this process? If they say counseling is a learning-oriented process, who is learning? Counselor is learning. A child is learning. He's been given some techniques. He's been given a lesson. He's been given a lecture, some notes on how to defend, on how to do or to go about it. She's in a predicament. She's in a situation whereby she needs to be rescued. And how is she going to rescue herself? Which means she's been given some techniques on how to go about it. So she's learning those, that stuff she's been given by a counselor. Akupeza Mungu zama panga bwanje amanditaka kuchipinda. Kapena mabwera kuchipinda kwanga. Pali maki loko alipo do like what, which means she's listening to you. You are schooling her. So it's a process. Today you've been given, you've given her that lesson. Tomorrow, because you'll be probing that child. In the process of probing, you also respond to according to how she's explaining herself to you. That's what they're trying to mean here. So counseling is a learning-oriented process which occurs usually in an interactive. There is an interaction which takes place between you as a counselor and that particular child who is in trouble. So an interactive what? It's an interactive what? You just see a phone. See a phone. Leave your phone. Guys, you know what? You're boring. Somebody talks to you, you don't concentrate on her. What picture do you give to me? Leave your phone, put that one. So it's a learning-oriented process which occurs usually in an interactive relationship with the aim. What is the aim behind doing this? You are interacting, you are a counselor, you are interacting with a person with a problem. What is the aim behind doing that? So the aim of that one is to help a person learn more. A person learn more about the self, and also to use such understanding to enable the person to become an effective member of a society. You want to rescue that particular person who has been put in a trouble. Sometimes if you sit down with such kind of people who undergo traumatizing situations or traumatic situations, they reach a certain point whereby they feel kind of like, why can't I take my life away from me? The society is not accommodating me. I'm a bad person. People will be laughing at me. I'll be a laughing stock. If the news has gone to several people have been raped, how do my fellow girls look at me? I'm a laughing stock. So why can't I just die? So by the time a counselor goes or provides assistance to such kind of a person, she feels relieved. She feels relieved. She will start to understand herself better than before. she's motivated, she's empowered the moment she receives counseling. Again, counseling is provided under a variety of levels. Counseling is provided under a variety of levels. For example, there are instances where counseling is offered when a relationship is primarily focused on other, and that one is known as non-counseling concerns. That is to say, a student may use a teacher as a person with whom it is safe to share worries. Sometimes, because most of the times, a teacher and a student, they are very close to one another. So there is that relationship. Maybe we encounter such kind of situations. I'm a living example. I had a certain situation whereby this child, this student, many teachers was complaining about her. And oftentimes she could be punished. Then I called her, what is happening with you? Such that each and every teacher is complaining about her. The response which she gave me was like, someone blesses. Someone blesses, what do you mean? So, confidently, she explained to me the problem which she's going through back at home. So I tried to sit down with her until finally that problem ended. You need to find time when somebody is in trouble. Don't rush to judge somebody. Find enough time. Sit down with him or with her. Why are you doing this? Because each and every person, when she does something wrong, she knows for sure, or he does that thing, he knows for sure that what I've done is not acceptable. Either here in the house, or here at school, or in the society. He does know. He knows. But dig more to find out, why are you still doing this? He or she will explain why she's doing that. So counseling is also looking at or along those lines. So a student may use a teacher as a person with whom it is safe to share worries. In such a situation, the teacher uses counseling skills but does not engage in an actual counseling relationship. So the teacher counsels but is not a counselor. Remember, a teacher, even though, and this one is not supposed maybe to be said like this. This one, I think, it should be like guidance. It's just an advice. Because guidance and counseling are two different issues altogether. Guidance deals with advice. You advise somebody. And it could be done by anybody, even if you are not a professional. Whilst counseling requires a professional person, professionally trained counselor. Can you see the two differences? The difference of these two. The other one is done by a professionally trained person, whilst the other, anybody. Guidance can be given by anybody. Even mtu usapita ku school, hata kupasa iwe malangizo. Ma villages mulanda mbili ama tipasa malangizo. Odi ku school sada pita. Nkumamvera malangizo wao ili kuchita. Zimena kuuza. And it becomes successful by doing that. Well, counseling is done by somebody who went into a school, got that expertise, and then applies to whosoever requires that counseling service. That's the difference between these two. That was about counseling. Now, what about guidance? What about guidance? Guidance. Let us again brainstorm guidance. When it comes the word guidance into your mind, what do you have? Can you hear me? Amina? You see?
It's the process of guidance, giving advice to someone.
Okay. It's an act of advising someone. You advise someone on a certain issue or about a certain issue. That's guidance. Who else can define guidance? I like a class which tries, trying, bears fruits. Yes. You are bringing the right guidance again.
I'm saying, right?
Yes. Yeah, I want you to break that guide.
It's a process where people who share ideas in order to help one come out of something or to achieve something.
Okay, you are very clever because I wanted to ask you a question. When he's in trouble, and then you have added when he or she wants to achieve something. Yeah, you are very lucky because you've added when he wants to achieve something. Because I will take you very far from now because we haven't yet known the types of guidance. Because mainly, according to your course, you know 3 types of guidance. The first one, not now, don't rush. There is educational guidance, vocational guidance, which is also known as career guidance. And the final one, the third one, is personal guidance. So, like if you've gone to a secondary school, there is a very big problem in schools these years as opposed to our days in secondary school. I don't know if there are in some schools whereby career guidance is being given, I don't know. In our days, what they used to do was like, they come to a school, they tell you the programs which are in the university. If you go to Polytechnic, some guys from the Polytechnic come to your school. They start selling their programs which are at the Polytechnic. If you want to come to Polytechnic, we have the following courses: BCom, Bachelor of Commerce. The subjects which we are looking at, if you want to achieve to come for this program, you need to do better in the following subjects. Score so much grades, then you qualify to come to Polytechnic and pursue this program. And the College of Nursing also come to that school. They start selling their programs which are offered at College of Nursing. If you want to come for this program, to pursue this program, score so much marks, you come. Bunda College of Agriculture also will do likewise. So a student could clearly see you've been guided, right? You could clearly see which program can I go for. I think I can afford to venture for this one. Then you start working very hard on those subjects. That's how, during our times or days, used to go through. We used to go through that process. But these days, you go, even today I can challenge you, go to any secondary school, find somebody who is in Form 4. Ask him or her, what do you want to pursue? This and that. So many excuses. He's afraid. to face the future. He or she is afraid to face the future. So that particular person or student is in danger. That one is in danger. Acha kulephera. Chua alinimanta. Pakati pano ma student afotso alinimanta, adzalimanta. Asobola kwa. Kanza koza, kama kuti, kuma science, kuma physical science, kuma biology. This they are starting complaining every day complaining. Why? Because they don't know who they are, what capabilities do they have. So in this scenario, such kind of students, what do they need? What do they need? Guidance. University. Life after this, you may live. Ask some people. I'm in the fourth year. I don't know what I want to become. You see? Kanchito, that's the best. What do you need? You need guidance. Even people, you need guidance, career guidance, to be told what is there in the world of work. So guidance, let us come to guidance. Guidance comes or derives its meaning from the word guide. The word guidance comes or derives from the word guide. And if it comes from the word guide, it means it refers to a person who shows the way. Someone shows the way, knows the way, and is going to show somebody that way to walk along. There is a person A, let us call him A, and the other one, let us call him B. B doesn't know the way. A knows the way, and this A is a guider, is going to show B the way to walk along or to move along, so that he should go to the direction where he wants to go to. He's stuck somewhere. He doesn't know where to go to. He's stranded. He's in the jungle. He sees no any light ahead of him. All what is seen is darkness, total darkness. But there's somebody out there who knows where there's a light. And that one who knows where there's a light is a guide, is there to help this somebody, to guide this somebody the way out. So the term guidance derives or comes from the word guide, which refers to a person who shows the way. That's the meaning of the word guidance. So guidance is the assistance which is made available by qualified, sometimes not qualified, qualified and trained persons to an individual of any age. It's assistance which can be given by a person who is qualified or trained, or sometimes is not trained, to an individual of any age. Even a young guy can guide an old guy. Now the question would be, what is the importance of guidance? Why guidance? What is the aim of guidance? or what is the objective of guidance? Guidance is there to help somebody to manage his or her own life activities. Is there to manage or to help someone manage his or her own life activities. Again, it's there to help someone develop his own points of view. Guidance is there also to help someone develop his own points of view. And also guidance is there to make someone or to help someone make his own decisions. That's guidance. Okay, I talked about guidance has types. Let me check. Guidance has types. Guidance has types. The first one, let us have a look at on the context of education. Educational guidance. Educational guidance. Educational guidance is a process of assisting the individual student to reach optimum educational development. A process of assisting the individual student to reach optimum educational development. Optimum educational development. I like the way the development in Nigeria. Over to mold. Some say mold. Madenga doti la mazi malumba kamfunumba mwana kachidole kakuumba kupanga mpika. So you do it in any shape you want to make it look like it. So when it comes to educational development, it's the teacher who's molding the student into any shape you want him or her to become. Though some of the effort is also supposed to be taken by a student himself. It's not only the teacher. Sinchiga mpuziseka umpanga mwana wa skulu akachimene yakufu. Mpuzisa ata kuononga mwana wa skulu kumuza zabodza. Mwana yongozitenga zimene zije dukala banazo. kamena kumuuza zona ngati pali munthu wopsa mphunzitsi ndi munthu wabwino kwambiri kwa mwana wa sukulu ni mphunzitsi ni munthu woyipaso kwambiri ata kumpotola munthu nkumuuza kumpanga feed information yako kubwera mayeso nkulemba kulapa mwanivisa bwino. So we are talking about guidance wolondolera to help somebody to see the light. You are in a tunnel, you can't see any light. Now, when it comes to this, it's a process of assisting. You want to assist individual students to reach optimum educational development. For a student to become what he wants to become is, a student is supposed to undergo a certain path. So when we talk about educational guidance, it means a teacher is there and a student on the other side. So there must be a relationship between these two. Teacher-student relationship. And they should move together in order for a student to get or to become what he wants to become, or to get what he wants to get. So this one is a guide to the right path of education, in short. A student wants to get to the right path of education, so he's supposed to be guided in order for that particular student to get to the right path of education. That's educational guidance. Here they're saying, in the educational context, guidance means assisting students to select courses, like what I earlier on said. Students will be told which programs are they supposed to venture in. A teacher is a better person who knows a student how he or she conducts in a class. I know her, how she scores. I know how she scores. I know her, how she scores. Maybe you too. But I'll get to know you better. I will know you. So a teacher is a better person who knows how students are faring. And when it comes to choices of their programs, the best guider can be a teacher. From 40 miles, Anaji. Then now I'm from 1 because it's very much in secondary schools. We were from 1, we from 2, we from 2, from 3, up to from 4. That's how we do. Now the idea is to cement that relationship which is there between you and the student. So a teacher knows better her students than anybody else. And when it comes to making choices, the teacher is the best guide to tell that particular person what he will serious thing to call it tribute. Many of us are tapanga course if course university. So we normally do, and it works out. So here, that's why they're saying a teacher is there to assist students to select courses of students appropriate to their needs and interests. Iwe masamu ukukoza ma9 ma8 wakitoka kwa 7 ndio kunena kuti ufuna ukatenga account, it doesn't work. It's not your part. Biology, chemistry, physical science, so many 1, 2 throughout. If not getting my sciences, you are the right candidate. You got my sciences, you are open. If not got career lawyer, you got a young, my BK, ukoza 9. History, ukukosa 6, 7, you want to become, no, that's not your area. So a teacher is there to assist the student to select courses of students appropriate chokumba cha mutima mwawo to their needs and interests. Chidijanga, soon after here I want to become someone of this career. Yes, consult the teacher. The teacher will help you because he's the best guide who can guide you. What's the difference? Even though in a glance I talked about the difference between guidance and counseling. Now let us go in depth. What's the difference between guidance and counseling? Okay, I mentioned of education. There is vocation. Vocation, that's vocation. National Sizanga zimene student you. I'll give you, don't worry. Okay, the second one is vocation. Not vacation. Vocational guidance, which is also known as career guidance. Vocational guidance, which is also known as career guidance.
Bwana matoka ndijana.
Okay, type number 2 of guidance is vocational guidance. Vocational guidance. Vocational guidance means assistance given to an individual. Assistance given to an individual in solving problems. In solving problems related to vocational planning, assistance given to an individual in solving problems related to vocational planning, comma, and to occupational choice, and to occupational choice, and profess with due regard. You are too slow. Fast. Assistance given to an individual. You have written in solving problems related to vocational planning, comma, related to vocational planning, comma, and to occupational choice, and to occupational choice, and profess choice, occupational choice, and profess with due regard. Profess and profess with due regard to occupational choice. Walemba to occupational choice. Occupational choice walemba. And walemba. Profess. P-R-O-F-E-S, profess with due regard, for the individual's characteristics. With due regard for the individual's characteristics. And their relation to occupational opportunities. In our next class, I think I'll give the shorter one, the shortest one, which I have in my notes. We'll differentiate. And their relation to occupational opportunities. So ndiwe also kumalizira kuti muinvest. Vocational guidance simply means assistance which is given to an individual in solving problems related to vocational planning and to occupational choice, and profess with due regard for the individual's characteristics and their relation to occupational opportunities. That's vocational guidance or career guidance. That is to say, you are helping somebody who doesn't know what comes or what may come of tomorrow. She's totally blank or he's totally blank about his career. So you try to rescue him, to unveil. Now you're trying to unveil. I'm like this, I can do this, I have the ability. That's the main idea of this one. The third one, is known as personal dash social.
Personal.
Personal, then a personal dash, put dash social guidance. Personal social guidance. Personal, there is no space, you just put personal and social. Done. First of all, you can agree with me to say each and every human being is a social being. True or false? What does that mean? You are a social being, I'm a social being. What do I mean?
Everybody needs to.
Yes. No man is an island. Timadalirana in one way or the other. All human beings are social beings. We relate to one another. But the question would be, how do we relate to one another? So when it comes to this one, social guidance, personal social guidance, this one mainly is talking about how do people relate to one another. It's a guidance that can be given to help people or to explain to people how they should relate to one another. It's a guidance that can be given to people to explain to them or to tell them how they should behave to one another. This one helps individuals to understand themselves. Azifufuza karapansi, azisantuleoka. Am I doing right to my friends or not? Soul searching. It helps people to make their soul searching. So anyway, in one S-O-U-L. Soul searching. Soul searching. Soul searching. Mundu zifufuze weka. Kodi ine.
Soul searching.
Kodi ine. Kodi taunga ya madona blanchi. Sabu nidandaula. Sabu nidandaula. Tabitha sama nidandaula. Roda sama nidandaula. So it helps individuals to understand themselves, know how to get on with others. They help individuals to understand themselves. Also, it helps them to know how to get on with others. It also helps them to learn manners. It helps them to
get on.
And how to get on to others. And it helps them to learn manners. Manners and etiquette. Do you know etiquette? To learn manners and etiquette. Etiquette, that's E-T-I-Q-U-E-T-T-E. Etiquette. E-T-I-Q-U-E-T-T-E. Etiquette. Etiquette. Symbols of etiquette. These are about mannerisms. Kodi mwajisanzo also wakauti uno maawi. Mwana kwa mtu wangu wameni upaka banja kama andira chipu. Mwina agwade. Akamapeleka jani. These are customer codes. Well, in any society, you know, there are some customary codes of polite or behavior. This is a code of behavior. Customary code of politeness or polite behavior. Etiquette. One. Kamunike sabuini. Mwana nzigara akamapeleka mwina chipu kwa mamboshi malawa amendo kwa mbanji. Oh yes, that's etiquette. Customary code of polite behavior. Akama mwitenda kumeni. Choice, webangu. Uzati that's not an etiquette. Watenda manza kumwakapasa kumwangu. Come these days, miambo ngatimene, ndi kubwea wajani, that's with the westernization culture. Western culture. We've been westernized. Mavidwaki mentions that we have lost the touch, the taste of our culture. Mpanga zafu. Bambu wako wakubuita na kubuima na kumosi nyowa mshukungwa. That's being polite. So that is that. These are the vaccines and each and every page. Chani na ili onse hapo, ili ndi nosi zake in my that book. These are the things as we go along. Education is my importance ake business hotel. vocational, they are well detailed in that book of mine. Unfortunately, the book is not with me. Student digital book. Anyway, so I said I earlier on talk something a little bit on the difference between guidance and counseling. These two words, they seem to be alike. They go concurrently. They seem to be alike. We can try to differentiate these two.
The guidance can be given to someone who is educated, while counseling mostly professional or trained.
Yes. Tifuna sojina sojanifu. Nsika na program piga basi wa program piga wa mmeno. Let me also send to you. We have a group. Let me send something. Not is music pesa. So let me send you something. Pano bandiko na mafoni kutekana pano. Maboa 6 minutes. That's not true. That's not true. That's a good to me. Open, read it together. Kasegula? Yo. Chukuloda? Pali nosi zangu mbizi penda kutuliza. Kasegula? Mazuwa nazipenda hizo sezo? So find your time, download those things. Right? But you supplement those within the notes I'll give you. Nizamu mkwamba assessment, right? Mazona mlubuni all detailed, eh? Now listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this. You will see it. Guidance, they're saying guidance is usually the general process of guiding. It's the general process of guiding someone through counseling. So guidance is usually the general process of guiding someone through, you guide someone through counseling or other problem solving. You are lost. I'm saying, listen carefully. Guidance is usually the general process of guiding someone through counseling or other problem solving. You are guiding someone through counseling. You counsel somebody. By the time you are counseling that particular somebody, it means you are guiding that person. Or if you are solving that somebody's problems using other methods, it means again you are guiding that person. I hope that's very clear. Now, in contrast, in contrast, counseling refers specifically to the process of counseling by a professional counselor.
The first one.
Refers to the process of counseling. Refers to the process of counseling by a professional counselor. By a professional counselor based on people's personal or psychological problems. People's personal or psychological problems. When you are counseling somebody, it means that person
Point.
No, not a point. I'm explaining. When someone is counseling you, it means you personally have a problem. You personally. I mean, when you counsel, you have a problem. That, and that one will also probably, it could be a psychological problem as well. In many cases, it focuses much on psychological issues. That's the difference. Now, if we were to draw a table, that could differentiate these two between the counseling and guidance, we could say on the side of the counseling, we want to differentiate these two. Student who is a counselor is directed. In counseling, when you are counseling somebody, it means much of the work is supposed to be done by who? When you are counseling. Much of the work is supposed to be done by you, a client or a student. When we go to guidance, focus of control remains with the imakani or upanga guide. For upanga guide, advice makayanda. Iya mundola giza sio. Maona msiano wake. Let me take you a very good example. In a situation where, how many are we here? 2, 4, 6, we are 6. Eh? I'm like this. You are like this. You are blind. I'm one-eyed. Who guide you? Or who guide us? Who take us out of this room? It's me. Seriously. No, now, when it comes to guidance, I'm the guider. So much focus is on someone who guides. Whereby in counseling, much effort is being done by the client himself or herself. Ndokupasa nikisana. Pameze kuti nyamata akusuda chamba. Or drugs. To the extent wamba kuonesa zizindikiro za misa akuvula, he doesn't care pali anazimai ana angovula maliseche sulina mvala zambi nde muntu chakupita naye kuti ngupita naye ku St. John of God chipata cha misa kapena ku mental hospital nokumweka pa treatment ukansel kuchitika akukansel mpaka he comes back to his normal senses. Wasinda simply because in a counseling you process kuchitika nachimwe izi zikupotea maono mpaka he comes back to his senses. Sikulina wakangati panopa kuona kugeti huko pali ma student muri astika ndai nyamata wina kuli alipata papa research literally akula mimi unikenda kamutaba nkutevua ayasanga sangu kutoka kupinga wa misa. Why is he doing that? He's making mazuri sana now ndio kwa sababu achimwe ndio mnafika hivi mnafika kwa nini inayo tawicha mukuza ifaya mukali kwa bili drugs chama ni drugs ndio mfuna muzabwelele soko ayo isingoji chivensi mugapo azuchitsa manyazi ndeli inuyo zikwaye kuti mubwelele soko nchija kubwela mene kuti ndio muzike drugs kapena msusuka chama you go back to that situation. So who's chamsalira kutaka kubwelele soko konkuta nina kwa sababu ndani ndabwelele konkuta mina mwana sakweko mwili wake kuta. So that's cancer. That's cancer. So focus of control in counseling, focus of control moves towards student or client himself. In counseling, iwe mwini wake kufuna kuelezo kuchoipa kamera bwana zitegira iwe the keys to success remains iwe mwini wake, whereby any guidance, focus of control remains with the counselor or guide. I hope it's clear. You're lost. Thank you very much. Again, another difference. Counseling. The counselor is a facilitator or is enabler. Counselor is a facilitator. Uma kupanga facilitate kungoyamba subject mukusuka jambo chiko nakupenda sana modo kwina kuchitaweka I'm just what I'm just teaching you. Now guidance. A counselor is information or advice. Okay, tipita huko counseling. But nakuza nikwambia right from the beginning. Tichitenga timwina tujamula diagram. Una ukale left kwa ukale ngati counselor. Ukale ngati guide. Now I'm saying ku counseling side left counseling and guidance. Both. I'm using the okay, the chabu tipito counseling. Sana pito guidance. Fundo kwa tsabi tsaso. Yomwe wakala ndani. Wakala mtundu wanji, wakala mtundu wanji. Now, counselor is a facilitator or enabler. To enable. Name to enabler. Enable. Enable mazo mina malide. Enable kamali enable enable nemu mongeza ara so kwa ini enable. That's facilitator. Ama just facilitate. Kwina uma malizisa weka. Siote. Yemwe uunga dali uwali facilitate. nanga kapita ku guidance amakhala ndani, amasanduku amakhala ndani, uku amakhala information or advice key. And remember, a person who counsels, I'm a person who counsel. A person who guides, I'm a person who is not so counsel or guide. Remember, mfezi masokoneza abantu amagaza limina nzasa. Zofanana nabo ku masokoni. Are we together? No. Where are you lost? Where are you lost? Ukawelenga notes zako hizi. Kuna zipo za mbili. Now this box hii ukawelenga weka.
Yes. She's lost in here and knowing Nagamba.
Uzio kafika mimi kwa fika station hii na kuti mtakuza chini. Bongo wako umeende kwa fika kwa mali. What next? I think nikawelenga ndeka. Oh, kada mtutenda kwa basi. Wewe ukawelenga kama. Aba mwa someone nikakuze ndio wafiki. Tutafika kwa climax. Break is so ukakawele nemusiye jonke so pangi step kwambiri ikakafika mtawe yokuti kuwele ulunkuja matanda uzaiza apa basale pelo kumba mkalasi don't worry my dear kwamba muno kwambiri mu pamphlet mene which has been hijacked very soon. My student weekend. I didn't Papa she was calling me command. I didn't want to pick it forward or the base salary. Namusa man, I want to use that. Those notes. We didn't say you figure and anyway we are it's good that we so
It's already time.
it's already what? Time for what?
To another class.
Well, you having another class?
Yes.
No, today you're not having class.
No. Show the baby your progress. Yeah, that's your time. Yeah, your progress. Alright.
Hapo tukana kidizadi tutakana hapo. Tima chilo yangu. Anyway, thank you very much. Thank you very much. These notes of yours. Who has memory stick? Do you have memory stick? Join the bank branch. Okay. When are we meeting again?